What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Ugly Melodies podcast. I am Chris Cordova. Alongside me, my trusty sidekick, or should I say partner? Not sidekick. I'll be the
Partner.
sidekick. I'll be Robin.
Well. Yeah, we're in this together.
All right. Yeah, we'll do it together. All right, cool. Dave Edwards, what's up, doggy?
No, what's up, man? Let's get ugly. Let's get ugly, partner.
Yeah, dude. Let's go eat a cat. What?
I mean, they eat them in South America, I think. They eat guinea pig too, so fuck it. I'm willing to try it. Just as long as I don't see the process.
Right? Like, they make you befriend it. You got to raise it, and then
Oh,
the third year, we fucking feed it to you. That'll be fucked up, dude.
Okay, I'm not sure if it's just because I'm getting older now. I'm becoming a little bit more soft, but that would fuck me up, dude. If I had to do that.
Like, I think my cat turns 3, and they fucking be like, all right, we're gonna cook them. Like, I'll fucking kill everybody in the room, dude.
You know what? I think it's worse with dogs too, because dogs are like so like, they're so loyal.
Yeah,
and
they have more of a personality.
Yeah, I mean, cats are cool too. Don't get me wrong, but I like dogs, and if that ever happened, it would fuck me up. Like if it was an apocalypse, and they're like, oh man, we have to eat your dog to survive. It's like, no, I'd rather eat a motherfucking human than kill my dog. Fuck you. Like, no, ain't gonna happen. You ain't eating my dog. I'll eat you before I eat my dog. Kind of deal.
Send me the murderers and the rapists. Let's cook them.
Yeah, let's cook them first.
Yeah, let's eat a rapist. I don't think you can say it on
YouTube. Hey, they should make an exception for it, because let's say that's like the scum of the fucking earth.
I would say it sounds like a cool band name. Eat the rapist.
Eat a rapist.
Eat the rapist.
Yeah, eat the rapist. Okay, I like that one. That's like a good grindcore band right there.
A band called "Kill the" or "Hunt the Pedophile," or something like that. I don't know, but that's all they're about. It's like that's all they're fucking shit's
I'm
about.
for it.
Is killing.
I'm for it.
Yeah. It's not like they had riffs too. I was like, yeah, they got some riffs.
I think now we're talking about this right now, I think we should probably leave it in.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna leave it in.
Yeah.
And we only say this with good intentions, people. I mean, it's either you die or you fucking become a cannibal for just a short period of time and eat a rapist.
Yes. Very true.
And then wash it down with a nice sparkling water.
Yeah. I got regular water, but shit.
If you're really feeling spicy, chug it down with a Monster Energy drink.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Like that one, what's the one with the fucking, not peach mango, the popsicle one. The bombsicle one or some shit, or creamsicle. The creamsicle ones. Oh, you had that one?
What did you say from Monster?
Yeah, it's a Monster one, right? I think it was
Monster. Monster had one for a little bit. Now they have like a peaches and cream. My favorite creamsicle one is the one from Ghost.
See, I have not tried any Ghost products yet.
Okay, you know what? Right now they're on sale for like 3 for $6 at HEB. I'll go pick up some, because the bombsicle one's my favorite. The creamsicle's really good. They got a lot of good flavors too. They got a Sour Patch Kids flavor, either the red and the blue. Excuse me. They got a couple of Warhead flavors in there. I think Ghost energy drinks might just be my favorite.
Yeah. I've been slowly weaning off some of them, some of the C4s.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely.
I have been drinking more coffee lately.
Yeah. I'm weaning off soda too. I had like one today, and I don't think I had one yesterday, a few days ago. So I'm trying to cut off that shit too. I went to the gym today.
I had one soda last night at work, at the restaurant, and I didn't feel good off of it. So, but I have been switching to like zeros, like the Sprite Zero, Coke Zero. Nice. I do good off of those, but man, I try not to do it too much.
Oh yeah. Oh man, well, what a fucking week.
Dude, you're telling me. You're
Yeah,
telling me.
fun, but yeah, dude, we had fun. Was it last weekend?
Dude, did we ever? And I think that's like the latest I've stayed up with y'all ever.
Like what, like 5, 6 a.m.? I
Five
want to say,
thirty.
yeah, I didn't get home until like almost 6. If I'm not mistaken.
So you left like pretty much right after I did then.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I had so much energy, dude. I fucking just drove straight to San Antonio.
oh, yeah. I was just, they're like, no, no, like, dude, like Dave, stay, Dave, stay. I'm like, no, dude, you're worrying about the wrong motherfucker. Oscar needs to fucking stay.
Yeah. Oscar needs to stay, not me. Although Oscar did accidentally pour beer in my mouth. I'm like,
I gotta say those photos. I was just like, that Oscar, he does that live where you hold the photo down and it shows you like a clip of the picture.
oh, really?
You always say, bad Oscar, bad Oscar.
The thing is, though, like I gave him shit because I'm like, man, that beer case is kind of like shit, and it was like a Miller Lite, and I'm not a light beer kind of guy. Well, back then I wasn't, and I've never really cared for light beer that much when I was drinking.
yeah.
I like full flavor, like fucking beer. Let's just, it's just me.
Oh yeah, dude. For those who don't know what we're talking about, we had a surprise birthday for Oscar, my band member in Wally Blood. And his birthday was in the beginning of July, but we did it at the end of June, last week of June. So we had this plan for quite a while, and so Dave made a surprise entrance. Um, that not even Oscar knew. Obviously, he didn't know, but like eventually, like we kind of give it away because like Oscar wasn't showing up, and
Dude,
he just was
yeah.
for about an hour because I told him to show up at 9, dude, so we can hang out because we're gonna talk about the movie and play Yu-Gi-Oh and just bullshit around. So he saw it as like, oh, whatever. And then like 9:30 hit. I'm like, what the fuck is he, dude? Like, and Ace has said, hey, like that they were drinking all night the night before. I was just like, son of a bitch. Like, well, he's either hungover or he's passed out, so or both. So before we did anything drastic, because at one point we were planning on kidnapping him.
I was gonna say, like, I got some extra shirts in the car. Y'all could have just used those to cover his head.
Yeah, we were gonna break into his house and then we were gonna drag him out and just fucking basically a fake home invasion, allegedly. Nothing happened. We didn't do shit because I was like, let me call him one more time just in case we drive past him down the highway. Like, well, fuck, no more kidnapping. So, and we're getting hyped up about it. And then I call him. He's like, yeah, I'm down the road. I was like, oh shit, okay. So, and that was that, dude. And then brought him inside. Lights turn on, and everybody jumps out, surprise, blah blah blah. And so he was already like, oh, okay, I had a feeling, but because I think Ace's wife had contacted his sister because at one point I was like, he's either hopefully asleep, hopefully just hungover, or alcohol poisoning, or he's on call for his job or something. Like, holy shit! Like my mind was racing, dude.
That's the thing I was worried about, that he was going to be on call, because it's happened at random before. He'll get like the last minute call and be like, oh shit, I'm on call right now. Like, shit.
It happened one time when we were sound checking for one of the old shows we did, and like he bailed. Ace's guitar was fucking up. Justin was losing shit as always, so he took off to go get something. And Sebastian was just like, all right, let me hear the whole band together. He looks up and he's like, where's the band? I was like, it's just me, bro. He's like, where are they? I was just like, those. I was like, he's just like, you don't know where they're at. He goes, they were just there. I was like, I know. I'm so sorry, dude. I was like, come here. No. It was fucked up. It was pretty fucking embarrassing. It's like, okay.
Oh my god.
And of course, the singer's not there, which is no surprise. But it's like, all right, well, all right. But cheers to that. But it was a good night, dude. Fucking goddamn, was it fun? Just fucking shooting the shit.
Yeah.
Good food. The wings were awesome.
Met a couple people I've never met before, which is cool. So,
dude, killed the wings. Wings were awesome. Cheese was cool. The fajitas were unnecessary. I'll say that.
yeah. We had a lot of chicken wings. We had hors d'oeuvres. All right, hors d'oeuvres. Um, if you look at the way how hors d'oeuvres is spelled, it's spelled really fucked up, but it's pronounced hors d'oeuvres. But I'm like hors d'oeuvres, whatever the fuck.
Sure, there's a Q in the somewhere.
What's that?
I'm sure there's a Q and a Z in there somewhere.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking weird. I think it's like one of them French spellings. And no offense to the French people, I love y'all, most y'all. But I heard they're very rude, but I haven't been there, so I can't confirm. My buddy Alan, my brother, he's half Mexican, half French, and he's told me some shit. So I'm just going off what he said. Alan, if you ever hear this, I'm sorry, I don't mean to throw you under the bus, but you are half Frenchy, so yeah. And he speaks Spanish and French too. So
He's Friticano.
yeah, he's a fucking. He's like a fajita croissant, or some shit, he's like a dulce de leche croissant.
There you
go. But the fuck? Oh yeah, no, dude. I snacked the majority of the night at Oscar's thing. Like me and him were killing the wings. That cake was delicious, by the way. It was just fucking fun, dude. And like me, Pam, Ciara were like, we were kind of like murdering the cheese dip and chips a little bit. I'm like, yo, if you mix a spicy one, Chris's recipe, with Leroy's recipe, it's fucking delicious. And so we all just went ham on the chips and dip. And I was like, oh, this is so good. And then like I ended up dipping like some of the wings in the cheese dip too. Good. So I do some culinary bullshit. So
I gotta play Yu-Gi-Oh! I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! In a while, so I fucking dominated. Sorry, even though shout out to Lino boys. They were good, dude. It was cool, dude, bringing out like busting out the Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, because I know Oscar's been trying to play again. So I had told Oscar, I got some cards. You want to if you want some, I'll give you some, so you can boost up your deck and make it more like modern and meta and shit like that. So, but I didn't realize that my buddy's boys that they played and shit, and I was like, oh shit, y'all play? And showed me his deck, and it threw me back when I was a kid. I was like, yeah, I remember I had all these random cards, and it was like, this is like the best. This is gonna help me win, whatever. So, and he had a good fucking deck, but it was just like random, and it wasn't gonna help each other card, and stuff like that,
Yeah.
So I played him, dude, and fucking showed him some combos, show him how to do this and that, whatever. And then I gave him a bunch of cards. I gave him like maybe 30 or 40 cards. Excuse me, just to help him,
cool, dude.
Just to help him build his deck. And he was just like, "Oh my god, really?" Like, yeah. He's like, "What do you want for it?" And I was just like, "Go give me your dad's guitar." Because his dad has a beautiful fucking Taylor, dude. And if you haven't played a Taylor guitar, dude, you go.
Oh, that acoustic?
Yeah, dude.
I saw it, dude. I think it was beautiful.
He has and he plays good too. Lino can fucking play, dude. Shout out to Lino.
Yeah, Lino, yeah, you're a goddamn good player. If you hear this, dude, you're a fucking great player, dude.
I think we're supposed to play a few songs together whenever we hang out again. And just so I can get some leads out there on my acoustic shit, my little Fender. And I thought I had it, that's my room. But yeah, and then like I gave this kid like a God card that he was like, wow, you got Cypher, you gotta get Sky Dragon. I go, yeah, I got a few of them, dude. He's just like, he was looking at it for a while, dude. For the longest time, he was looking at it for like 5 minutes straight. And like I looked back, and I was like, oh, you're still checking it? Yeah. Would you do it for it? I was just like, yeah, if you want, dude, that'd be cool. If you win, you can keep it. That's how I used to play when we were kids, dude.
Yeah.
And he's just like, oh wow, that's gonna be cool. That's gonna be fun. And then I was like, I pull it out, like, this is the one you want? And he's like, yeah, like that's a cool one. Like, you were looking for him? He's like, no, I mean, I don't. Okay, like he thought I was gonna like ask him something for it, and I go, well, here, dude, if you're gonna duel me, you might as well fucking use it. And he's like, give it to him, dude. He was just like, are you for reals? Like, yeah.
That's fucking cool of you, dude. That's fucking cool of you.
Yeah, I gave him a lot of cards. It's cool, dude. I mean, I'd rather him fucking have some really good cards to start himself up and get out there and start playing and shit.
I want to point out, I really liked how you and Ace were helping him learn how to play the game. Oh, yeah, and I thought it was really cool. It's like, man, like he probably sees us and he's just like, oh, a bunch of fucking heavy metal dudes, like, or like any other kid would probably be like, oh shit, like, you know, but you know, we're all nerds in this stuff, but it's just like, yeah, we're trying to pass our knowledge down to the fucking future there. And it's like, yo, yeah, we nerd out just as hard as the kids do.
Yeah, and then Cinco was there playing, and Cinco came up to me. He was like, "You gave him a God card?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You never give me a God card." I was like, "Dude, shut up! I gave you a whole binder full of cards. What are you talking about? Go share, go, dude. Like, be cool, dude. Go help him build a deck and help each other play, dude. That's how you. That's how you do it, man." He's like, okay. I was like, here, dude, shut up. And I gave him one too. He's like, oh, I got one too. And he took off like, get out of here, dude. And it was funny. I was like, get out of here, go. He's like, can I borrow the binder? Yes. Let's take the binder, check it out. Just fucking took off there, just on the floor. They're playing, and then Lino's son again, like, he wanted to build a Blue Eyes deck, and it's like one of the old school top tier monsters, Blue Eyes White Dragon, and it's one of my favorite cards. So he only had one copy in his deck, so he's like, like, I told you need to run like 3 of them, dude, so it'll be easier to put. That's your engine of the deck. That's what's gonna make the engine, the deck, like that's what you want to get first or whatever. They'll bring out other cards and whatnot. So I was just like, gave him 2 more, and here you go, dude. He's like, really? I'm gonna have 3 Blue Eyes? Like, yeah, just here, take them, bro. And I go, my only rules, you sleeve them up, dude. Make sure they're all the same sleeve and whatever. And he's just like, lost his shit, dude. Like, both his parents like texting me, I think the following day, that just giving me like, hey, dude, thanks again. Like, I was cool to you. Like, no, don't worry about it. It's cool, dude. Like,
yeah,
like there's kids, dude. I mean, just because we're hanging out, we're at a fucking party. Like, the kids want to hang out. They want to like just play a card game or play a video game or just be around, dude. Doesn't mean you gotta fucking like shun them because like, oh, well, I'm doing my shit. You have to go somewhere else. Just,
get lost, kid.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, leave me a beer. But but it was cool, dude. Just fucking, Oscar, Hayes, and myself. I mean, like just showing these kids how to fucking play, dude. It was like full circle. Like, damn. Like, remember when I was like thinking, like, dude, remember we didn't know how to fucking play with this shit, and we had to figure it out. And like, like how these kids are fucking figuring it out. They're like, oh, that's the old card. Oh, that's an old school card. And yeah, it's not that old. Calm down, kid. It's not that old, okay?
Damn, I'll take a shot at your age kind of deal, huh?
It's a Magic card, and before Yu-Gi-Oh had Magic cards, and then Magic the Gathering started suing them, so they changed it to spell cards.
Oh, okay.
So that's why you see it old in Magic like, before out as spell cards.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I mean, Magic's been around for a long fucking time. And I'm still learning how to do that shit.
Head up next, dude. Like,
that's the only thing we need is like another obsession because we were just talking about band shirts. Oh, by the way, I gotta bring up something about that real quick. But like, it's like, oh, that's something else we need to like not waste our money on, but like invest our money in. It's like, fuck, man. It's like we already got too many things going on. It's like music equipment, podcast upgrades, band merch,
band gear.
Yeah, I just said that. That was my first one. Yeah, that was my first one. Then it's like, okay, Yu-Gi-Oh! / Magic the Gathering cards. Well, I mean, what else do I fucking need? I mean, like concert tickets are another thing, but it's like it's not like a collection kind of deal. But for me too, video games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck, man. Like, I don't know. It could be worse. I could be doing fucking drugs.
Yeah, we could be doing drugs and selling our bodies.
I've contemplated the idea of selling myself, but that's a different story. OnlyFans might be coming. Just saying.
There you
go. You there.
Doodle chop naughty Viking.
Shit, only Vikings right there.
Naked holding a horn.
Dude, no, there's not gonna be any full nude shots. There's gonna be side profiles, but I will have the drinking horn.
Go.
So I can't give away everything right now.
You're
gotta tease them. Yeah, see, I'm classy. I get, I'm a little classy. I'll wear the basement burial shirt while I'm doing it. Sorry, guys. Yeah, listen to that. Huh?
We'll do it in a basement.
If San Antonio had them.
Very true.
I mean, I know people have probably built them in their house, but San Antonio doesn't have doesn't have basements. That's because of the I believe it's the limestone deposits we have here. I think we have like the world's largest amount of limestone here. So I think that's why.
You're telling me there's stones that taste like lime in San Antonio?
Yes.
I'll take it.
All right. It's like, if you ground it up real fine, you could snort that shit. That's how we get beer salt.
There. Grind it up. It hurts my gum.
Okay. We'll do a poll. No, I'm joking. It's like, we'll do only Vikings, yes or no.
Oh god. Dude, what if they all vote yes, dude?
The disturbing part about that is that most of our audience on the podcast page are dudes.
Very true.
But I'm not going to discriminate. I'm not going to hate. Don't want to see it. Fine. At this point, I'm willing to do what I need to do in order to get money and try to succeed a little bit. I'm not going to completely throw myself out, but I might.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with us right here?
Episode 21 in the books. We're pouring ourselves out.
Episode 21, Dave pours himself out.
Well, we wouldn't have to pour ourselves out if they would buy the fucking shirts.
Also, if the economy didn't suck so bad.
Very true. Yeah.
I'm still wanting to whore myself out a little bit. Just a little bit.
Anyway.
See, you're engaged, so you can't do this shit. I'm still single, so.
Well, I was going to be handling the money.
Huh?
I was going to handle the money.
Oh, hell no. That's my money, bitch. That's my money.
Gators bitches better be wearing jimmies.
Fuck, I love that goddamn movie.
It fucking rolls, dude. Dude, they should do that at fucking concerts. Just like play a funny movie like on the side, like in between sets.
You know what? I like that idea better because sometimes, like, I don't want to be hearing loud music. I'm fixing to hear it after the band gets done setting up.
Yeah.
Or like a stand-up comedy session.
Oh, yeah, they've done it before at like Mayhem and shit and like other. They tried doing Metallica, dude, and this one dude was up there and it was not good.
Are you talking about Jim Brewer?
Not Jim Brewer. Oh no, I'm thinking about the DJ. They had a DJ. Jim
Brewer.
Side note, but they had some DJ dude, and I don't know what the hell he was doing. Like he'll play a little bit of fucking like Pantera, and then he'll fucking turn it. I go, dude, just play the fucking song. God. He was playing like Laid to Rest, and then he kicked into fucking Man in the Box. I was like, what are you doing? I was like,
dude,
dude,
a good sequence of songs.
Yeah. No. He wouldn't even let the song finish. It'll be like up to the fucking bridge. And then like before he says see who gives a fucking, it turns to like, I'm a man in a box. I was like, dude, both songs rule, but together, sorry. No, you don't go from Randy Blythe going to like fucking what's his name? Like the fucking
Lane Staley, yeah.
Let's say Jerry Cantrell, sorry. I don't know when I think about change, I think about Jerry Cantrell. Is that weird? Like he's the first person that comes up. When I think about Alice in Chains, Jerry Cantrell, he's the first person that comes to mind. Is that weird?
No, not at all.
Okay. I don't know why, but I think about him. I don't see Lane. I see Jerry, even though like Lane's great, he was amazing, but Jerry, I think he was the one that popped really more to me.
Because he's one, I'm gonna say he's a guitar player, so are you, so that's probably why he relates. But two, I mean, he's the main songwriter. So I don't know. I mean, I think that's why.
Is Rooster about Lane's dad or Jerry's dad or somebody else's dad?
That I don't know. Like all the lyrical meanings and shit like that, I don't know because I know Lane Staley probably wrote that shit. So.
Fuck my water. That's okay. I killed it all. Sweet. Drink your water, guys. Stay hydrated. It's hot outside. It sucks. And speaking of that, not a side note, but like whoever's affected by the hurricane, hope you are doing well. Y'all stay safe. That's why I get that.
That's true. I know we're gonna get hit with it here pretty soon. By tomorrow, supposedly, but we'll see what happens.
Everybody be safe. Make smart decisions and help each other out. Just be careful out there.
Also, I got a friend out in Vegas right now. She told me it got to like 120 degrees today.
What was that?
My friend in Vegas, she had told me that it got to 120 degrees today.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
That's fucking scary.
No, I've been in that before. It fucking sucks. Hot is hot. Humid or no humidity, hot is hot. It fucking sucks.
I hate the humidity. It sucks ass, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind it. Oh shit! I don't mind it being hot, but with the humidity can suck a dick.
Yeah.
Like, fuck out of here.
Fuck. Fucking out of here. Sorry, I had to. But I don't know, partly dealing with the humidity here kind of makes me want to leave sometimes.
Yeah.
But I will point out it's not as bad as Houston, like or all along the Gulf Coast, and then like Louisiana is probably the worst I've ever experienced with the humidity. Georgia might be second, but it's disgusting. I fucking hate it. I've already told you the story, so.
You see the fucking shark attacks and
yeah. I just heard about this. I just heard about this shit.
See the fucking videos? I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It's pretty fucking wild. It's pretty fucking wild.
Yeah, it's crazy. I really don't fucking. It's not our fucking place, dude. We're not meant to be in the ocean. I mean, but they're close, dude. They're close to the fucking beach. I was like, holy shit, that's fucking close. I mean,
they're known to fucking do that.
Yeah, I'm just glad. I hope the ladies okay. They do fucking ate her calf, dude.
Yeah.
Like, that sucks, dude. I mean, she looked like she was in shock, dude. Like she was just like, I think anybody would. I'd be like, oh, and just pass out. It's like, wow.
Yeah. And
I think there was 2 other attacks, or there was just 2 attacks. I don't know.
I heard there was like 3 or 4 of them, something like that. There was like good handful, but that whole thing is just crazy. The fact that, like, I know some of them are known to swim up really close to shore, like even up to 3 feet. It's not uncommon, but like to have this many in the Gulf Coast is kind of uncommon.
Yeah. So everybody be careful out there. Again, dude. I mean, it doesn't suck. I mean, it does suck for that people who got attacked, but it's like, dude, like, we're in their fucking world, dude.
I mean, we're trying to take over nature little by little, as what it seems, but also it's like, yeah, we're surrounded by creatures every day.
Oh yeah, dude.
And like, it's not it's when will it happen?
Like, there's a fucking bear in Uvalde.
Yeah.
And
I saw that too recently. I'm just like, shit. And like, even black bears started coming back to Bernie.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So that's fucking crazy. Crazy shit, dude. One of my buddies, I'll change the topic because it's getting kind of dreadful and it's getting heavy. Fucking animals.
Nature is metal. Don't forget, nature is metal.
Nature is very metal. Be careful, dude, with the powers that we play with.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, my old buddy of mine, Wes, he fucking hit me up saying that he wants to start jamming again, and he's an old dude that I used to jam with, maybe like, I don't even know how long ago, dude. It was a while back, maybe like 2016, 2017.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it was a while back. And like, I was playing, and because he's been around, he plays the band called the Heroin, but
I'm very familiar with that band.
yeah. So he's really big into fucking hardcore and thrash metal. So you know, he's just like, dude, like let's start jamming again. So I was like, all right, man, let's give it another shot. So we're gonna just probably just record some stuff and throw it out there and just have fun with it.
Yeah.
Being back then, I was a little bit more immature, not like I was in the game. I could think so, but I was just like, I was kind of just like spitballing here and there, like I can keep up with these guys. And then we started actually getting into it, and I was just like, I think I'm in over my head. But he was just giving me pointers here and there, just like like, hey, dude, like this is what's expected of you. So, and they built a better player. So I took it all, and I either could be like, no, fuck you, or yeah, okay, I see what I'm doing. I'm glad I was like, I took it all with that mindset instead of being like, you know what, dude, like I don't need this shit. I'll play whatever I want to play. So it kind of helped me become a better player and like, and a writer. I like think, but yeah, it's cool that you got get the shit with him again, dude. Yeah, met him. He's a really cool dude, and be cool. I want to see.
Got to be a bass player.
Yeah, maybe he'll want to jump on the podcast sometime. Get some.
Let's talk about
more stories because he's been out about for. Like I think he did shows in like Seattle, California, wherever. Told me he went to go record in LA. Wow. He's been around, dude, but he's like an old roadhead. Man. I think you and him would fucking click real badass.
Oh hell yeah!
We'll see how that goes. Maybe sometime in the future. Wes, you're watching Cheers, bro. Shout out to you. Yeah, dude. So that's kind of cool. Like reconnect with him and again, and just like he had the old recordings that we played together. I was like, wow, that's crazy, and it sounded so different from what I remember it. But that's cool to reconnecting and then like seeing what we can do with it. Yeah, it's pivotal parts like that in life. You're like you think you'll bring life to it, or you think it's just kind of like move on to something else.
Speaking of which, I'm having to move on from my project now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's nothing personal, but everybody's we'll just say careers are getting in the way. Which is totally fine. I get it. And shout out to Dennis, man. He's damn near on the cusp of getting his goddamn pilot's license. So, brother, if you listen to this, fuck yeah. I'm proud of you. Don't ever forget that, dude, that your passion comes first. So, Dennis, I fucking hope all the best. We'll talk real soon. And then Eric, man, he's a busy dude with his family and everything like that. I think he's wanting to like do more family shit, which I respect. He's a family man. I should say newly family man because he has a stepdaughter, a wife. So it's just like, I get it. I'm like, go do your thing, man. It's just like I'll always be here. Fucking if you ever want to like do something else to both of them. So, I think we had to call it quits. Dennis didn't want to do it, but I'm just like, bro, you are like this close to getting your license, dude, your pilot's license. Focus on that. This band will. This is like nothing. I'm like, don't even worry about it. But I decided I'm not going to do vocals again.
No,
I was not feeling it. After a while, I was just not feeling it. Not the fact that I was like trying to learn how to warm up my voice, but I think one, I kind of just miss jamming.
Yeah.
Two, I think it's like more of an attention thing. Like I kind of just don't want that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I kind of just rather be just jamming and just doing my shit instead of also worrying about like, oh, what am I gonna say or whatever. And then like also in my head the whole time we were writing these songs, I was like, there was a million different things I wanted to change with vocal patterns and placements. And that drove me more crazy than learning bass riffs or learning guitar riffs. it kind of threw me in a loop. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, oh, what if I try this? What if I try this? And even Dennis and Eric both had to tell me, yo, you're thinking too much. Slow the fuck down a little bit. I'm like, I'm sorry. You know.
I mean, it's good to have that mindset instead of just being like, you know, you have like people who like, okay, I'll just do the same old, or you know, like how, oh, what if I do this? How about I try this? How about if I try it like this? Or how about I do it like that? You know, that's good to have that mindset. I like that about you. You know, you look at all the avenues to go down and or coming down music. That's a good mindset to have because
I'm sorry, go ahead, finish.
I was just saying I have a similar mindset like that when it comes to writing music. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're fine. It's just that for me, because of my ADHD, it fucking drives me fucking crazy. I'm like, fuck, there's like a million different things I could fucking do with this. And like, even what you just said right there, Dennis, they're like, yo, we appreciate you coming in very creative. Like, we don't get that a whole lot. But you need to slow down a little bit. It's like, let's try it one by one and then, you know, see where it goes from there. But I'm one of those people is just like, I'm not going to say I'm impatient, but I'm also like, we could do better, or I could do better if I do something or change this up or something else. Like it's probably borderline infuriating to some people, including myself. But that's just one of those things. Like there's a million different things that go through my mind, especially when I start getting creative.
That's a good mindset. For you. I think it's like finding the outlet to like expel those ideas is the hard part.
It is.
So I was gonna say, like, so we ever covered the video, and you're not gonna go up there and sing vocals with me? Ooh.
It's Davidian, man.
I was just driving earlier, and then it came up. I was like, I gotta cover this song, dude. Like, oh, dude. And I was like, oh, Dave's gotta jump out there and fucking get on the fucking vocals too, dude. I was like, it'd be hard, dude.
I'm gonna work on it.
You coming during the second?
Okay. Oh,
my fist to the car.
Oh my god, my dick's getting hard already.
I was gonna bring it up too, like earlier in the podcast, and I was gonna be like, "What Queen song would you like to cover live if you could?"
Bay of Pigs.
See, I was like, either he's gonna do something from, not to the guys. Sorry, More Things Change. I was thinking about like it's something to that one or fucking Sunny Burn My Eyes, and then like the video came. I mean, it's the typical like fucking the banger song for sure.
It is, but it's also the most well-known song.
Yeah.
And like, if you hear, damn, dun, 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 you know what's gonna come next.
Oh, it's fucking. You know what's fucking happening, dude.
You know what's fucking happening, and then, of course, the chorus. Let freedom ring with the shotgun blast. You know. Come on, how that's one of the most iconic songs of all time. And yes, we're talking about Machine Head again. Who fucking cares? It's our favorite band.
You.
But it's that's such an iconic chorus, dude. It's so iconic.
It's just like fuck, dude. I was gonna bring up another point because I've been jamming to like Fear Factory a lot. It's just been popping up in my YouTube algorithm. Their clip from Hellfest came up. I was just like hearing them jam like the old shit in the '90s and up to like their modern albums. It's just like, god damn, you think like they were like one of the pioneers to like, and don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's other bands who did it like clearly like more mainstream, but you think like they were like the one that brought like heavy fucking music, a little bit more melodies for like the chorus and shit, like catchy hooky choruses with like heavy fucking songs. Extreme heavy.
I want to say they were definitely one of the top 5 for sure.
Yeah,
as far as like influential new metal bands, well, I mean, I'm not gonna call them new metal technically, but just one of those bands in the early '90s to bring that kind of style. Yes, definitely one of the top.
like there's not that many people who are trying to like replicate Burden's vocals, dude. And no pun intended, like, and you know, and that's what I always liked about his vocals. Like, dude, like it's so like it's different than everybody else's. He doesn't sound like Forrest Brander. He doesn't sound like Jonathan Davis. He doesn't sound like Chino. Sound like the same, dude. Like, what the fuck? Like, it's so.
He was one of a kind. He was definitely one of a kind at the time.
I'm just like, damn, dude. Like, he's like something else, dude. And I like he said in a few interviews, like he goes like when it comes down to vocals, I don't see it as like singing. It's like I see it as an instrument. I was like, holy shit! And maybe just fucking like 180, like look at it whole differently. Like look at it from like a different angle. I was like, wow. Like I kind of like I see what it means. Like, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, definitely. Because at the time, who the hell could you name who done both? Not that many.
Yeah.
Like a few. Like don't get me wrong, Sepultura, they were not clean vocals and shit like that. And like, even well, I mean, they came around the same time. Like Rob Flynn kind of did it, but not to the extent of what Burton did. Burton was heavy as fuck, but then you hear his clean style and like, where the fuck did this come from?
Yeah, and you know, of course, you know, Rob is like he like fucking like polished it up later on throughout the years, but later on, like that's like fucking like 99 and on from there, or
say like Burning Red.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say Supercharger, but because he has a couple clean, he sings a little bit clean in Supercharger.
Oh yeah, he does.
That's Supercharger's after Burning Red, right?
Yes.
Or is it Red?
Burning Red, then Supercharger.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so like around like 99, that's when he starts like going more like clean and shit, and people are like, I guess nobody realized that he could sing like that, dude. And
oh, sorry, go first.
And I want to bring up one more point. I just thought about it right now.
Okay.
I'm gay. No, it kind of reminded me of Whitechapel for a good example, dude, because they came out fucking diehard 100% grade A beef deathcore. They came out with the MySpace deathcore shit, dude, and they came out fucking singing like screaming like fucking gutters, dude. And he came out just fucking dominating, dude. With Phil's vocals, he's like probably one of my favorite extreme metal vocalists on top, dude. What he does is just like phenomenal. And to do it even live too, to this day, he's still sounding like fucking crazy, pure, dude. I was like, fuck. But they slowly started branching out from like the deathcore fucking vocal styles to like almost doing like industrial kind of shit, to where he even hooks and shit. We started making it more melodic. He started enunciating more. He's not like just doing the Cookie Monster vocals anymore. And to where the recent record, he's fucking singing clean, dude. From the newest record, from the most recent records, Kin and the Pierce one, The Valley, even like the self-titled record. Was it self-titled or was it the Brotherhood of the Blade, some shit like that? And before that, they were self-titled one. He was doing a little bit of cleans, dude, and eventually he just did a whole song where it's just him singing clean. And you're just like, holy shit, dude. Imagine this was a kid who was doing the Somatic the File Man back in the fucking day in 06 or 05. And now here years later and he's singing like you wouldn't fucking, it's like night and day, dude. It's insane. And like that's one example from my perspective. You know, I'm pretty sure there's other vocals out there who's done similar shit like that, from going from an extreme genre to like going to like, okay, he's actually singing.
Yeah.
Randy from Lamb of God. I said Randy and Lammy and Lamb, son of a bitch. it's Lammy God now.
I like that. Lammy God.
God damn it. Surprisingly, I don't know how I didn't realize he had these, but Randy Blythe throws out guitar picks too, dude.
Yeah.
I had no idea, and I fucking got one.
He needs something to throw out besides the set list.
I had no idea, and I was losing my shit when I got it. I was like, oh, that's cool. I turned it over and like it had a camera and it said Randy Blythe. I was like, what the fuck? That's so sick, dude. I was like, oh, that's awesome. I was losing my shit, like, dude, I gotta pick Randy. I was like, holy shit. But yeah, even he started doing clean vocals for certain songs, you know, and I like it, dude. It's kind of cool. Like, you know, it's showing like they're more than just a fucking screamer. And
You know who also has been? I mean, it's been happening for a little while here and there, but like even Travis Ryan from Cal Decap.
Travis Ryan's another big one too.
It's like I'm not gonna say they're completely clean, but I mean he's singing.
Yeah, like,
it's a different style, but it's he's starting to sing. He's not doing the gutturals as much.
Bring back the. I was like, holy shit! Sounds like
dude. When I heard that, I was like, holy fuck!
Like that's I was gonna bring up Travis Ryan as well, dude. That's a really good, perfect example of the vocalist. That dude's vocals.
Oh, sorry. Also the different ranges, like what you were just saying with Whitechapel. That's how I felt. What kind of happened with In Flames too.
Oh my god, dude! Yes, In Flames. That's a perfect example.
And like I love In Flames. They're one of my favorite bands of all time.
Burns.
And a lot of people. I'm sorry. What?
Burns.
Yeah. What was it? A lot of people are giving them shit for some of the albums they put out. And like I get it, but also at the same time, it's like you can't be the same band forever. Well, to a certain extent. You know, there are some bands who do it and they're very successful at it. But I'll even say like Amon Amarth too. It's completely changed their sound.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
You know, and it's still heavy. The songwriting's a lot different. The structure's a little bit different. You know, there's a lot of variables that have changed for them, and they're getting really successful with it. But back to Machine Head real quick, to the Burning Red and Supercharger. The songs on the Burning Red I liked a lot more, but the production sucked on it. Vice versa happened with Supercharger. I didn't like the songs as much, but the production was way better.
Yeah. It felt like that was a more album than the Burning Red.
Yeah.
Like Supercharger was like more like driven. Like it was more like fast paced
than
like Burning Red was just more like, I don't want to say laid back because it really was laid back. They have riffs, they have like songs.
Like
it was more of just like, I think a different route in a way.
Well, they were also pushed by Roadrunner at the time too. Don't forget, because right around that time, a bunch of radio bands are coming out, and look who Roadrunner signed during that time. It's like, hey, everybody's got to start changing up their sound a little bit. It's like we want to make money, and we want to, you know, kind of like that whole deal. You know, at the time I can understand, but like, you know, you can't have a band like Machine Head just completely do like a 180 and be a radio friendly song. I mean, we've seen the documentary where it's just like, yeah, we tried releasing a radio friendly song. It did not work.
Nobody wanted it, dude.
Nobody wanted it. I'll give it credit where credit is due, though. It wasn't a bad song.
Yeah, they ended up using it on Roadrunner United.
Yeah, for the song that that singer from Vision and Disorder was on. And I guess I'm a little bit biased about it just because, like I said, Machine Head fan. I thought it was actually really good, but you know, like I said at the time with Roadrunner Records and shit like that, them pushing them to sound different.
Yeah.
Just, you know, and then we know the whole debacle with all that shit. They were let go, then they were brought back, and you know, good move they brought them back with Imperium, you know, or through the ashes. So I mean, at the time, like that era where you depended on the record label for everything, it just blows my fucking mind. But I like where shit's going now.
I gotta give it up for Trivium, dude, for most of it all, because they've been there since day one. I mean, despite that their first record, Ember to Inferno, was with Light Force Records, but ended up getting signed to Roadrunner and released Tendency as like their quote unquote debut. And if from In the Port of Dragon, they're still with Roadrunner, dude. That's insane.
Are they still really?
Yep.
Who else is Slipknot still on there too?
I think so. I think I think Slipknot fucking made that fucking record company billions, probably trillions.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Yeah. And then of course Nickelback. I think everybody's still getting. I think a lot of people got back checked, dude. Whenever they showed up and they just fucking blew the doors open.
Oh
and,
yeah.
So I still want to see a documentary on Netflix. Most hated band in the world or some shit or something like that.
Is that out now?
Yeah, I saw it. I was scrolling on Netflix. I was looking for Godzilla again. It was like I want to see Godzilla again. I was like fucking 15th time, and I still love it, dude. If you haven't seen Godzilla -1, watch it.
Yeah, for sure. I've watched it several times already.
Yeah, dude. Like I think I'm Japanese.
Okay, because I was at the restaurant for a little bit and I was trying to like pick up on some phrases and it's fucking tough.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But yeah, and back to those vocals that the people who like the singers who were like changed up their vocal style and like from singing. I forgot to throw in, of course, like Matt Heafy, dude. He's like a big one too because like the way he sings and shit. I mean, like he changed up his style of singing for Ibaraki.
Oh yeah.
Like the way he screams on it was like, holy shit, dude! Like it's just it was worth the wait. Like, and especially like I mean, even Gerald Way from fucking My Chemical Romance when he jumped on that track for Ronin, I was like, who the fuck is this? And I fucking clicked on it. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, dude, like you said, it's down, dude. Like, that shit was hard, dude. That shit was fucking clean. That's probably my favorite track off that album, dude. And it's just, oh man, I want to jam to it all over again, dude. And,
I think Gerard Way is a fucking hardcore kid, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he's a huge fan of Power Trip too, and Frozen Soul.
Yeah, dude.
Which, my respect.
Yeah, dude. That's one thing like what I like about it, because you have dudes who are like, this is a good segue into what we were talking about earlier, but it's just like you have dudes who are like who like he sees from My Chemical Romance, My Chemical Romance, and you've heard, but then you find out, oh, he's into death metal and hardcore and like Power Trip and Frozen Soul, and then you find out like he's doing a song with Matt Heafy from Trivium on his black metal, which it's considered a black metal CD. Like, what the fuck, dude? I mean, it's just kind of like, and here's the question that's going to come up right now, where it's like, like how do people get into that, dude? How do they where do they start and where are they now? For like every metal fan, start somewhere, dude. You started somewhere with one band, I started somewhere with one band, and we've met up through Machine Head. We both fucking found Machine Head in our lives, and Machine Head brought us together as friends, as fucking brothers and shit. So we both read an article the other day from Metal Injection or Metal Sucks, or which one?
Metal Injection. It was Metal Injection.
And that was about Zoltan Battery, the guitarist of 5-Finger Death Punch. By the way, phenomenal guitarist. I don't think he gets enough credit. I think he's such an underrated guitarist because you hear the shit he does in the fucking The Way of the Fist, and till this day, I'll fucking fight for that album, dude. I'll fucking defend that album to the.
It's a good album. I'll agree with you. Zoltan's a very underrated guitar player.
Shit that he would do, and he does that first to The Way of the Fist, where fucking Ivan goes Zoltan open the sky, and he does that fucking skill run. I was like, dude, Jesus Christ, these guys. Yeah. But like, I know what they're doing, and if it works for them, it works for them. They can go fucking hard if they want to. So I don't hate 5-Finger. I know that they're not reaching their full potential, but they want to work. They want to write what they want to write. That's fine, dude.
Who the fuck are we to tell them? It's like, hey, don't write that fucking album. We're not their managers. We're not nobody. They're their own musicians. Like they can write whatever the fuck they want.
It's like asking Basement Burial to cover Skid Row.
Yeah,
dude, and that would be awesome to hear, dude. That they do fucking 18 Life, and as their fucking version, it's all fucking sludgy and fucking death metal. That would be
fucking awesome. Slam Row right there. How about that? Slam Row.
Dude, Slam Row. Oh shit, dude. That'd be fucking wow.
I might have started something.
Like, whoa. It's fucking some stupid shit like that. This fucking
I might have an idea now.
Oh god, here we go.
We'll discuss it off the podcast.
But it'll be funny as fuck, dude. That would be sick. But anyways, it's just like, you know, that's their prerogative, dude. But fuck it, they're not hurting nobody, and I feel like they really fucking like able to like during the pandemic saying like this is all bullshit, all the lockdown and shit like that. They fucking made a big fucking impact with that, dude. They're like, this is bullshit. We don't need masks. That's retarded. Don't do that. And it turns out that some of the masks were bullshit. So
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, you know, they had a, you know, it wasn't really for us to be protected. It was mostly to see them, like, oh, this is how we're gonna fucking we can control it and all that bullshit. The higher fucking power. Anyways, fuck that bullshit. But he said he had an article. Was the one that had said an article saying that, you know, y'all need bands like us, Breaking Benjamin and Disturbed, so the underground heavy metal and all that other versions of subgenres of metal can survive. Which in a way he meant like we introduce the casual listener to metal. They dive deeper. I want to see what else is out there. I want to get into Slaughter to Prevail. I want to get into fucking Lorna Shore, like the modern. I want to get into Bad Omens and Parkway Drive, Architects, you know, the modern bands, and then branch out and they'll find like Killswitch Engage, fucking All That Remains, Shadows Fall, and eventually do a deeper dive. You know, because I'm everybody nowadays can name a handful of Metallica songs.
Yeah.
Everybody, but you know, people who are like, they see Five Finger Death Punch, oh wow, this is pretty heavy, and they have their moments where they can get really fucking heavy, but you know, they have their radio rock feel, and you know, I get what you're saying, like, you know, you need bands like us to fucking introduce, you know, more casual listeners into like, you know, the deeper shit of metal, you know, and that's where like I understand where he's coming from. I agree with most of it, but in a way that not everybody starts off with like a radio rock band.
Very true. Not everybody's introduced to what the fuck is played on Kiss these days, you know?
Yeah.
There's like everybody has a different introduction to heavy music. Let's just say just heavy music. You know, some people start off with the radio rock shit. Some people start off with the dad rock shit. Some people's parents will put them straight into punk music.
Yeah.
You know, so it's all about different perspectives, but I do kind of agree with Zoltan a little bit. You know, I'm not going to agree with every point, but he does make a valid point that, you know, for somebody who's not into it at all and then get introduced to a band like that and they like it, usually it ends up like what you were just saying. They go a little deeper. They start digging a little bit more. They're like, holy shit, there's other extreme bands that are like a lot harder than this. Sometimes, I'm not going to say it always does happen, but when they start deep diving, they start getting introduced to new things. And it's either they're going to like it or they're not.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to an extent, I could agree with it. But yeah, not everybody's going to start off listening to Five Finger Death Punch or Breaking Benjamin shit, you know?
I think back then it was more accessible because you had MTV, you had Headbangers Ball, you had fucking, you know, these bands would like Disturbed will go on TV and play, Drowning Pool will go on, but they had fucking 7 night, they had the late night talk shows. Fucking Slipknot was on Kimmel or fucking one of those fucking talk shows.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have those bands doing that much anymore. And you know, and Conan did it for a while. I remember he had Slayer on, and Slayer didn't have shit going on. They were just fucking there, if I remember correctly.
Same thing with Lamb of God too.
Oh yeah, there we go. You know, like they would, you know, so sometimes it would get TV like outlet, like an outlet out there. It's like, oh shit, they're on TV, they're on a reward show, they're on this and that. But you know, watching TV, you know, they're not watching cable TV. They're on TikTok, they're on Snapchat, they're on Instagram, they're all on social media. And so, you know, he just got like, you know, like people are discovering heavy music through TikTok, which is weird if it's someone doing a dance to like a Slipknot song or a fucking Disturbed fucking clip or whatever. You know, they're all doing this, that they're doing like old metal and they're discovering like bands who are modern, but like they're not like they're like still considered underground in a way. You know, it's a certain aspects like that where I get where he's coming from, but dude, now there's another bigger outlet that's more accessible because these kids don't have to go home and watch TV and see, oh,
Yeah.
who's this band playing the award show, or who's gonna win the Metal Grammy this year, and shit like that. They're just fucking like they open their phone and they have access to unlimited fucking knowledge of either music or art or fucking anything history. It's insane nowadays.
Yeah.
This it's harder out there for the artists too, because I get where Zoltan's coming from. He's bringing out bands that are like up and coming or like for the next big thing and shit. Which brings my next question. So why the fuck are you taking Marilyn Manson out on tour?
No shit, right?
Whenever he was like, yeah, I like bringing out. We try to bring out bands that are like the next big thing, like the next extreme band and shit. I get Slaughter. I can get like why he wants them out there.
I can get Lorna Shore too.
Lorna Shore, and I mean I get it, but like Manson or what a comeback, like Manson can just do his own fucking comeback, and it would fucking sell out.
That's a money thing for sure. Has to be. That's the only explanation for that kind of tour.
Yeah, but to open up Five Fingers, it's like, nah, dude. Like, you have better luck pulling Ozzy on that fucking tour, bro.
Mm.
Dude, and I'm not trying to get dick out of that. And people try to show me some shit. Nah, people.
Yeah. Yeah, but like, who could you think of right now who's like up and coming within a little bit of that genre that they could have taken? I'm sure if we do our research, we can find something, but like that's not our like main focus right now. But I mean, if you had to pick somebody
for a five-figure tour,
yeah, something like that, like something within that fucking genre. Because we're talking about Zoltan, like, oh, I want to bring out up and coming bands, but like who?
I mean, I would see Spiritbox if that hasn't already happened.
Oh shit! I totally forgot. Kind of forgot them.
Most of their stuff is just kind of like not poppy, but more like mellow and shit. Which it's cool. I mean, she has a great voice in there.
I think the Chick Poppy would actually be good too for them.
Yeah, there we go, Poppy. She did like a collab with Bad Omens and Knock Loose.
So that Knock Loose song though was fucking good.
Yeah, I was gonna say like heavier bands like actually like Frozen Soul would be fucking cool. They have them go out there and just fucking decimate fucking the whole fucking like show for Five Finger.
It would be kind of cool, but it would be like a total mismatch.
Yeah, so I was gonna ask you, like, are you gonna go like somebody far fucking a whole different fucking genre, or somebody within
that realm, like I said?
Yeah, I would see fucking Spiritbox for sure, because they're heavy, but they have the hooks. They have like the rate. Trying to think of who else. I mean, a bigger one would be Gojira, just to fucking tip the scales.
I could see that happening.
Like just to have like, it's just a total yin and yang. But if both of them are there, like if Gojira and Five Finger are there, any one of them could have one.
Maybe Volbeat.
Nobody would complain. Like if Five Finger was saying out, I would fucking go in a heartbeat.
Maybe Volbeat.
Volbeat, yeah. Volbeat would be a good one too. Oh, Avatar.
I totally forgot about Avatar. Yeah.
Wolves, dude. Avatar. I fucking love Avatar. Avatar would be the shit. I want to say not Bad Wolves, but Bad Wolves the obvious one because like they're basically like their baby.
Mm-hmm.
Like Bolton runs that band. Not runs, but he manages that band. If I'm not mistaken. But they have some great stuff.
That's all I could think of.
What's up?
That's all I could think of.
What?
As far as like those bands, that's all I could really think of.
I mean, we got to go into that realm. It won't be up and coming bands. It's kind of be like more modern, like who's been around for like the last 10, 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say. I don't know. I'm brain for you right now.
I think Cold Chamber and Devil Driver would probably be. They're not up and coming, but they would fit on that bill. They would fit on that bill.
like I don't want to say nobody too old school, but I was like Avenged Sevenfold was just fucking destroyed because they're like so fucking big now, and they have like this new audience now with this most recent record. Which that record was something else, dude. That was I liked it, but it was something else. But it was just like palate cleanser, dude. It was just like this was so I was not expecting any of this shit, dude. Like he does some shit where and Shadows is like almost death growling time, which I didn't think he was gonna be doing that much shit like that. But he was actually like doing it like heavier vocals that he's used to doing. But if you just check out that record when you get a chance, you're gonna be like, what the fuck is this?
I have to go give it a listen to.
Oh, what's that one dude? Kim Dracula. He does like he's a modern artist.
What was the name?
Kim Dracula.
Oh,
He does like metal and rap, and he does like all this other random stuff.
never even heard of him. Be honest with you.
He did a song with Jonathan Davis, and that was really good.
Mm.
But
yeah. Anyways, Zoltan has a point to an extent.
yeah,
but
I get it. It's just like he's like you said, like like bands who sell out, like you gotta sell records to make money, But in a way, like it's like selling now. It's just kind of like I get where he said another point too, where like this whole like gatekeeping and like the genre killers and stuff like that. Like you gotta let it breathe. You can't just fucking like what's the word? How do you say it, dude? Like basically, we're basically like cannibalizing ourselves with like the sub genres and shit like that. If that makes sense.
I mean, to an extent, it does, and like, I'm not one for gatekeeping, but I understand it a little bit. Like, a little bit of gatekeeping's fine, but it's just like, come on, not everybody's gonna like. Everybody will eventually hear it to an extent, and to say that like, oh, at the end of the day, like people like everybody just wants to sell records is like that's not the band. That's not like the whole goal for every band. Because I'll tell you what, the industry's changed so much that now record sales probably don't mean jack shit. It's your streaming numbers that mean jack shit. And sure, you could have an album sell really good, but if they're not streaming these days, you ain't fucking making shit. And then also, not to mention, like merchandise sales are probably more key these days. Yeah, that's where the money is made. But also depending on how big you are, because merch cuts, who you have to get to run the merchandise and shit like that. I get it, but like the industry has changed so much that like your record sales don't really mean jack shit. Now it's more about like, oh, okay, how many vinyls can we sell?
Yeah.
How many collectors' vinyls can we print or manufacture?
I think more of a businessman standpoint because he like when he came into the scene, like I think he was like head first into like, all right, what's the business model going to be like? How is this going to go? And I think he just fucking like he played the game smart.
I get it, but
businessman standpoint than like an artist standpoint without being too like not in a way disrespectful but misinterpreting it, and that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because from him going out and like saying like that's the goal, whatever. He's talking as a businessman in a way.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Maybe he came into this as an artist. Maybe he still sees himself as an artist, but I think he was speaking as a businessman. And when it comes to business and art, how can the artist survive without involving himself into the business?
Yeah,
because it's hand in hand, dude. Like for another instance, Lars. When Lars went to go fight Napster and shit, everybody was pissed off because why? It was more convenient for them to get the music. If that's it. It was more convenient for them to get the music. But without that, we wouldn't have Spotify, we wouldn't have Amazon and Apple Music and shit like that, to where the artist can get something back. But it's as much. No, can it be more? Yeah. but it's still like a never-ending beat, And some artists like Five Finger and bands like Metallica, they figured it out and they got it settled.
Yeah, man.
Maybe it's the right time, maybe it's just fucking smart business models and shit. Making smart shit.
Yeah.
Take it away from them saying like, well, they didn't pay their dues. Like, yeah, they did. They were both opening up for other bands. And well, they probably just got it handed to them. No, they didn't. They went out and they toured the fucking world.
Mm-hmm.
And well, maybe it's because of this and that. No, they wrote hits, dude. Metallica has Enter Sandman. Fucking Five Finger Death Punch has The Bleeding. They're great songs. And it fucking pushed them to that next level. The thing is, Five Finger did it with one fucking record, dude.
Yeah.
And it
kind of took up a couple, but
yeah, but dude, there was fucking 5 different versions of The Bleeding, and am I over exaggerating? Yes, there's probably 3 max. But for them to have like an acoustic version and a essential version, I was like, Jesus Christ.
I get it.
Damn, dude, like they fucking went out and they did it. And I say it would run record because after that, everything else sounded the same.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's not one song from The Bleeding that will sound similar to any of their songs to their most recent album. And maybe someone will probably stump me on that, but I just haven't heard anything that sounds resembling like, is this on The Bleeding?
Do you mean The Way of the Fist and not The Bleeding?
My bad. The Way of the Fist. I'm sorry. I'm sleeping.
Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean The Bleeding? That's just a song. But I was like, okay, I think I know what you're trying to say. But I mean, I get it. But I mean, it's also like, look at the time frame too.
Exactly.
So, but
nowadays,
I mean, yeah, there's something to take away from it, and there's also something that you could kind of shrug off. But it also depends on how you grew up listening to music too, because I mean, we grew up in different eras of listening to music as well, and then knowing about the business too a little bit, that's changed over shit recently. Just like even the last 10 years, it's changed dramatically.
Yeah.
So, but it's like I understand too, but I think there's also two different like goals in mind, or not really two different goals, but there's different goals in mind now with the music industry and a band.
It's the aspect of the artist.
Yeah.
The artist, they want to get rich and famous, or they want their art to outlive them.
Mm-hmm.
And it just depends on the artist.
Yeah, it really does depend on the artist.
But all right, I'm at the end it soon. My phone's dying.
Oh.
But I think it was a good chat. It was really a good conversation about that. I mean, it's very debatable what he said, but like you said, I agree with most of it. Honestly, like to a certain extent, it's just like it's kind of school music actually like expelling like the opinion about it, but in a way, it's just like we get it, but it's kind of saying like there's no us, there's no so and so. I think that's how some people took it.
Yeah, I could see where it could sound kind of condescending.
Yeah, but then like all people, they don't expect like Five Finger to be a band that will like know most of what the scene is and shit like that.
Yeah.
Chris Kill will jump on stage to go sing the video with Machine Head.
Yeah. Like we're not gonna see Five Finger Death Punch take out fucking Tomb Mold or anything like that. That's just not gonna happen.
But yeah, it was a fun conversation, dude. Fun podcast.
Oh yeah.
Anything else you want to
add? No, there's some shit I'll tell you off the podcast, but no, not really.
Cool. All right.
We will have Sam from Realms of Death on real soon.
Oh yeah, dude. So Sam, shout out to Sam, dude.
Yeah, we'll have him on real soon.
Oh yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's it. Check us out on Instagram. Email us at theuglymelodies@gmail.com and DM us for any questions or whatever stuff you want to talk about. Also, check us out. DM us if you want a shirt. We have those for sale. Other than that, we'll see you later.
Oh yeah, y'all stay ugly. Y'all stay heavy.